Hey guys, I have a lot to talk about. I'm going to title this Things to Say to Your 14-year-old Self or Your Preteen-year-old Self, or for the preteen in your own life. I know a lot of girls who are young, and that sounds really creepy starting it off like that, but I'm friends with all people of all ages. I don't discriminate because of their age. I always give everybody a chance. And working in theater, you work with a lot of children. It's just a part of it. If you work with the children's theater, you're going to talk to a lot of kids, and I hear all their problems and I hear all their traumas that they go through, going through being a teenager and going through life as that is, and it's tough as it is right now. The way life is, everything is social media, everything is right here where you can see it, and it's hard. It's hard to be yourself when everybody is pushing you to be somebody you don't want to be. And so I wanted to give a little, I guess, shout out to the young girls out there and kind of give advice, but I don't want you to think like this is how I am. I don't want you to try to emulate somebody you don't know or anything like that. This is just things that I've learned along the way and that I found other girls learned along the way. So it's just little helpful advice that passing on from girl to girl. So, first off, at any given point in your life, if you come across a decision, make sure A, that it is beneficial to you. Okay, and sometimes that is hard to tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell if something's going to be really good for you or not. Sometimes it seems a lot better than it really is. But know this, if it turns out to be false, if it turns out to be not what you expected, say you wanted to go out with this boy, but he turned out to be extremely rude, and if we're going to use the word douchebaggy or whatever like that, and he just completely broke your heart, learn this. You are never bound to one thing or another. You always have a way to get out. You always have a way to save yourself. You always have a way to say no. Because at the end of the day, your decision is all that matters. It's your life. Nobody's going to tell you what to do with your life. It's always going to be up to you, and it's always going to be your decision on what you want to do with your life. So, that being said, go into it with the highest hopes. Don't make it seem like it's going to fail automatically. Because sometimes it turns out to be the best situation for you. And honestly, even if it turns out to be bad, every situation, we learn something from it. We learn from every mistake, every good decision that we make in our entire lives. So the fact that you're owning up to it and you're accepting the challenge shows maturity and shows that you're ready for what the world can hand you. And that's a big, big thing. So go in with all the energy and chutzpah you can, and I'm telling this to myself as advice because I still need to learn it myself. And just accept whatever the outcome will be. Don't expect the worst and don't expect the best, but just be proud that you're owning up and making a decision, if that makes sense. Second thing, big thing, at any given point in your life, you need to be accepting of who you are. At any point in your life, whether you're at your worst, whether at your best, whether you had a really bad hair day, whether you feel gross and you just feel like you don't want to talk to anybody, don't ever let go of who you are. We'll let that sink in a little bit because that's a big one. People think that they have to put on a brave face to be themselves, that they have to put on the sexiest outfit and the most fashion-forward outfit to be themselves. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Everybody has so many different layers to who they are. I mean, you see me and I'm all dressing cute today with my glitter and all this kind of stuff, but you didn't know that before I did this video, my hair was a freaking mess. That I have no makeup on, that I have one eyebrow. It's craziness. But do I look like I'm not being myself? No. I'm confident. I'm talking to you directly, and whether 5 people watch this video or 100 people watch this video or more. It doesn't matter because I'm honest and I'm being myself and I'm talking to you to your face. I'm right in your face. I'm sorry, I need to stop doing that. But yeah, no matter what the situation is, don't be afraid to be yourself. Because people at the end of the day will respect you. They will admire you because you had the guts to do what everyone else was afraid to do. And to say, you know what, this is who I am, take it or leave me. That's pretty much it. Number 3, I think this kind of goes with number 1 a little bit, is that nobody can tell you who you are. Nobody can tell you what you can and cannot do. Whether it's your mother, your parent, well, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a guy you like, whether it's anybody. And I know you say, but I have to do what my mother tells me to do. And I agree with that. And you have a distinct between taking out the trash and being yourself. Because your parents, they want the best for yourself. They do. But in a lot of ways, they don't know who you're going to become. And that scares them sometimes. And they're not completely sure how you're going to turn out. They have expectations for you. They see what your future could be, but they don't know if that's going to be true or not. They don't know if it's going to be worse or it's going to be better than that. So don't feel that you're going against their word if you don't do everything that they say. Okay? I have the goal of being a singer and a dancer. That's something my mother never thought I was going to be. She thought I was going to be an actress, I was going to win Oscars, I was going to, do the whole thing. She wanted me to be a character actress. And honestly, I had nothing wrong with acting. I had nothing wrong with it. But I had no passion for it. I could do it. I'm not bad at it. I have the confidence to pull it off. That's not the way I like to emote and be myself. For me, when I have a strong emotion, I want to sing, or I want to do a movement, or I want to do a dance. And that's the way I've always been. I've always wanted to sing and dance. I mean, I used to sing and dance in front of people in Walmart. So just own up to who you are. Don't be afraid. And people are going to doubt you. It's going to happen. People are going to be like, no, please. You're going to want to do this. You're going to end up being like this. And you have to just take that in, take that advice in, go, thank you, but I think I'm going to go a different way. And if they still argue with you, then, it's still my life, and it's still my decision. And whether or not I am super successful in singing, or I'm not successful at all, it doesn't matter, because I'm doing what I love. And that's what I told myself. In my mind, I would love to be famous. I would love to be the next Beyonce and do all that kind of stuff. But I know it's a slim chance. And you have to be honest with yourself about those chances. So just let yourself be known. Wherever you go, if somebody asks, or if they don't ask, make them sure that they know, I'm going to do this. This is who I'm going to be. Every time you go to bed, say, this is what I'm going to do. Every time you wake up, this is what I'm going to do. Because it's putting it out in the universe. And I know a lot of you don't get it now, but when you're older, it's going to make a lot of sense. And along with putting it out in the universe, you can't just talk about it. You got to take voice lessons if you want to be a singer like me. You got to take dance lessons. You got to do all the work that is involved with what you're wanting. And that's the biggest thing. That's also telling the universe, I'm serious. I really do want to do this. And say it's God, say it's a supreme being, say it's whatever you want. The universe will provide. It will put you in the right path that you need to be. And it might be not the path that you wanted originally, but it will lead you in the path that you want. But you can't stop doing the work. You cannot stop doing the work. It drives my mother every day because I have to go outside. I'm like, I gotta go dance. I gotta do this. I listen to my music and I lip sync like crazy and I dance around the room and I look like a nut job. And she doesn't get it. She thinks I'm just playing around, but I'm putting in the work every single day. And Just never forget that. Just never ever forget that. Number 4 and 5, and I'm probably gonna finish it right here because I don't want this to be too long of a video. Um, I know this is the embarrassing question, but I know we're getting older. Girls are getting older. Things are changing. You know, you're starting to have those conversations, and you're like, it's not fun. It's not. It's don't. It's no. It's not fun at all. And especially, it was not fun for me because I have so many medical issues y'all don't even know about. That's why I look 12. But I'm really 21. Um, again, don't be afraid to be yourself, and just thank the Lord that you're still alive, and that you're being healthy, and that you're going through life as you're supposed to. Because it does suck, and it's a lot of things that you're not used to. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Whoa, where did that come from? Ah! You know, and there's a lot of good things that come with that too. Like, while you're changing, there's boys changing, and there's boys that you're starting to notice, and you're like, hey, where'd you come from? So there's a lot of good things too. So you just gotta trust in yourself, be yourself, and let's close this on a good note. As much as the guys are looking good right now, and they are, I mean, even the ones older than you, you're like, dang, where did they come from? Don't be in a rush to experience all the things you want to experience, and you know what I'm talking about. It's exciting, and it's all these new hormones and these new things are happening, and you're like, I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna explode from all these hormones, and just know that's part of growing up. And just because you're having all these feelings and you're having all these hormones and all this kind of stuff doesn't mean that you should act on it. Because if we acted on everything that went through our brain, child, it'd be a weird world. It'd be a weird world. So just take a breather. Continue working on what you want to work on. Continue focusing on your goals and your dreams. And one day, when you're old enough, you're going to find somebody who appreciates who you are. And you're going to find somebody who loves you for who you are. And I'm 21 years old, guys, and I still haven't found him yet. So that just shows you have to wait. You have to trust. You have to trust in yourself. And for me, I have to trust in the Lord that I'm going to find somebody who's going to fit all my expectations and who will exceed all my expectations. And it's a hard shoe to fill. It is. And it should be. All you girls deserve the best. You deserve your Prince Charming. Every girl deserves their own kind of Prince Charming. Not the kind you see in the movies, not the kind that you see on like Disney Channel or whatever, but your own Prince Charming. The one that was made for you. And he's out there. Or she. They're out there. And you just gotta trust, and you have to just focus on yourself, because once you get in a relationship and you're not focused on yourself and you don't know who you are and you don't know what you're gonna do with your life, I've seen so many people lose themselves, lose who they are in their hearts because of a boy. And it's never worth it. And they never treat them the way they should be treated because they don't really know who this person is. They might be attracted to them sexually, or they could be like just friends with them, and they decided, hey, why don't we just make it long term? But they never know who the person they're with really is, because they never learned how to be themselves. So learn how to be yourself first. Take care of you first. And when it comes to sexual things and losing your virginity, that goes along with the choice making. If you're not 150% confident in it, if you feel like you are ready to handle that, and if you feel like the man you're with, and I say man, is caring and trusting, and you can trust him with all your heart, and your family loves him, and it just like all the stars align, go for it. And whether that's when you're married or whether that's when you're not married, whenever you're ready, that is the right time. And you shouldn't make that decision overnight. This should be a decision that you make throughout your life. When am I going to be ready? And you have to go through your head, and whatever makes you realize that you're ready, you will know. So that's the end of that. I can't go into any further than this. If you guys want any more advice videos, please let me know. I like giving advice. I do. I've learned a lot in life, and I'm still learning. I'm still growing, and I'm still learning just like the rest of you girls out there. And I'm sorry, boys, but this is not really for you. If you guys want me to make a boys inspirational video or, you know, advice video, I will do my best. I don't know very much about boys, obviously, because I'm not a boy. I'm just going from experience here. So just let me know, everybody. And if you want more fashion hauls, I've done some fashion hauls in the past. I like doing that. And I also want to start doing tutorials and more fun stuff. So fun stuff's to come. Yay. Alright. Bye, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching.